Okay, here we are again. We almost began without the video, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 players today playing Canon Graphic Medicine Edition. We decided maybe you can hear us. I think you can. Yeah, we just tested it. We're going to play an open round first, an open game first, and then we'll play more of a cutthroat game. The players are welcome to share their cards with the video, certainly the first time, and only the second time. Are you adjusting the screen based on what you're seeing on your phone?
Yes.
That's kind of cool and kind of terrible. I don't... Okay. So I was just going to read the first part. Hi, I'm Dave Lewis. I'm the idiot behind this. This is based on James F. McGrath's Canon, the card game. He did Old Testament, New Testament, sci-fi, and today we're doing graphic medicine. Okay, objective of the game. To win, get your own personal canon of up to 7 cards to match the central canon as closely as possible. He's still adjusting. Okay.
There's a delay. So.
I see. The other objective can be to prevent all others from winning, either by endlessly stymieing their strategies for canonicity, or by undercutting them and winning via the traditional method, but announcing upon the tabulation of points that you are throwing out the canon. You do not need to reveal this at any time before the end of the game. So play to win or play to thwart. How do you play? Each person begins with a hand of 5 cards. So let's do that. Everybody's going to get 5 of these beautiful, first time ever canon cards.
No. I was retweeting Dave's tweet. And laughing.
All right. Feel free to collect and look at your cards. For this opening round, we're going to ignore the colors. Don't worry about the color of the cards. As people might be able to see, some are in black, some titles are in green, some titles are in blue or red. They don't matter right now.
Some are in multiple colors.
Some are in multiple colors. There are multicolors. All right. There is a draw pile face down and 7 spaces in the center for the collaboratively determined canon, to and from which any players may place or take cards. So 7 slots. You can put things down there. You can take things up. Right? 7 spaces in front of you for your own canon. And a spot for a discard pile where the cards are placed face up. Let's say the discard pile is going to be over here. The draw pile and the discard pile should be oriented the opposite way from the 7 canon slots so they're not confused with one another. Okay. Possible moves. In any given turn, a player may do one of the following. Take a card from the draw pile and put it into their hand. Take a visible card from the top of the discard pile into their hand. Place a card from their hand into the central canon. Take a card from the central canon into their hand. Place a card from their hand into their personal canon. Take a card from their personal canon back into their hand. Or place a card from their hand on top of the discard pile face up. So everything is in flux. You can take and put down, take, put down, take, put down.
But only one of those things.
Only one of those things. Maybe one of the following.
I take and put down separate actions?
Yes. Yes, you may only do one of the things I just listed. One cannot move a card directly from the discard pile to one of the cannons, or vice versa, nor from one's own canon to the central one, or vice versa. It's got to go through your hand. Okay. Such moves must be mediated by moving the card into one's hand on one turn and then moving the card from there to the desired destination on the second turn. This is very exciting, I know. Calm down. You can place a card from your hand onto an identical card, either in the central cannon or your own personal cannon. You can double them up. The game ends when the draw pile is empty. And then each player makes one further move. Any additional cards that players have then go in the discard pile. Here's how you score. One score at the end of play is determined by, first, multiplying each card in one's personal cannon by each matching card in the central cannon. So if you have taking turns by MC Serwick, I didn't say MC, sorry. MK Serwick, who is she?
Sorry, MK.
Sorry, MK. I was so focused on pronouncing her last name right.
We'll just pretend she's a
Yeah, maybe she is.
Maybe.
I keep adjusting my mask as I talk, it falls. So, multiply each card in one's personal cannon by each matching card in the central cannon. Subtracting 1 point for each individual card in one's own cannon that does not have an equivalent in the central cannon. And then adding any various points from optional variations. We're not going to play with variations. That's the basic game. You are doing what you can if you're trying to win by points to have what's here match what's there.
Is what here go face up with
Face up. Everyone sees what you're trying to do. Actually, I should put this a little more central so people can reach it.
Oh, I'm gonna make the draw for
I
me
was gonna say,
anyways.
you're just gonna have to hang them. Or to them.
Shall we give this its first try? There's no limit on size of your hand. There's no draw up from 0. There's no limit on 7 or more. So let's try. Let the cannon begin. And I guess I dealt this way, so let's start this way.
So with everything happening, right?
You can put anything down, or you can pick something up. Aha! The first move is pick something up. Everybody write that down. Second layer.
So if you want to add something to the cannon for
Central cannon.
Okay. Central cannon.
The first book of the Central Canon is The Bad Doctor by Ian Williams.
I couldn't call that.
Yeah, that's all right.
And multi-man.
Ah, that's a good
I
thing.
kind of feel the same.
Mom's Cancer by Brian Fies. Okay. I'm going to put in my personal canon The Bad Doctor. So right now I'm winning. Ooh.
Can I take a card out of your
No, you can't, actually. You cannot touch another person's cannon.
But you can take it out of the central here.
Yes.
You can't
So
think
you
that.
can
Yes, yes, yes. You can screw up the other person.
So if I just continually draw cards and never put anything down,
Yep, you can do
I
that.
would have 0 points.
Yeah, but
But you
can
could
also-
personally screw up everybody else's game.
But if there's no central cannon, because you keep putting those cards up, that would essentially do what you want to do.
hmm
Does he win my default then?
My friend, it's your turn. And the game is afoot.
I won't.
Okay.
Not
Or at
this,
least not
Not
for this
this
not
round.
this time. I'll just screw everybody else's up.
Swallow Me Whole by Nate Powell. Personal canon, Swallow Me Whole by Nate Powell.
So if I have, since we're playing your upper hand, 2 of these,
Yes.
I can only do one at a time.
One at a time, but you can put 2 of them in your canon. Like you
So-
could have Swallow Me Whole twice in your canon, that you think that for some reason this edited edition and this edited edition should both be in the canon.
Not really, I just want the points.
No, right. Or you can just play for points. That's right. You're getting it.
But it's not, they're separate cards, so like
They're
this turn I
separate
put
cards.
one down and the next turn I would put,
That's right.
I don't actually do that.
Okay.
Just want to know what the options are.
Yes, I just want to understand, because I like to win.
I want to be card 2. Over to you. So we have 3 of the potential 7 central canon. Is everybody at home gloriously satisfied with what we're doing. Good.
Good job.
Okay, you drew, adding the bad doctor to your personal canon. I am going to replace Swallow Me Whole with Kid Gloves in the central canon.
Oh, you can put them on top.
Yes.
So then, in order to remove one underneath, you have to take all the ones off the top.
Yep. You have to dig it out.
Is there a unique requirement for the things in the central
Nope.
canon?
Personal feeling.
Yes.
There are so many ways I can mess with this game.
Yes.
The
Yes.
entire point.
That is pretty much the point. We're not actually trying to encourage canonicity. We're trying to look at all the ways it can be mucked
Yeah.
with and manipulated.
I mean, the sci-fi one is fan fiction canon. Like, you can make fan fiction canon with the sci-fi one.
Sometimes it should be.
Sometimes it should be. Can you play over top your own canon?
I think you can.
I don't think there's a rule against it.
I didn't read a rule against that. We'll go to James McGratth for the errata. Can you top your own canon? Your personal canon. So, maybe so.
You have what, 5 spots for that? Or unlimited?
7 for the center. And I think your personal canon is also 7.
Which
7
makes sense.
spaces in front of you. Over to you.
No.
Oh, did you do anything?
Nope, didn't do anything. Stop
You
skipping
didn't?
me.
I
Nope.
thought you do it.
Nope. I waited to ask you that question first. Because I do actually agree with that.
So rather than have them next to each other,
Uh-huh.
you just replace, okay, in your own canon. Got it. I got it.
Guess it's a way to get cards out, right? Because no one else can touch it.
The one thing you folks don't know that I do, and you would if you play this more than once, is how many there are of each one.
Yeah.
I know which ones are rarities and which ones are not.
So the game already has a
Maybe if you think I
Maybe
really
not so much
manipulated
canon,
it.
but bias. There's at least a
There's,
bias.
yeah.
Yeah, there's at least a bias.
Well, there has to be. I couldn't pick all the graphic medicine books ever created.
No, we had 600 plus cards here.
Right. You drew, so I'll play. I'm playing Kid Gloves. Lucy Mason. Okay, mom's cancer. So. Good, good.
If I just want to start with this first,
Sure. All right, that's the discount. Yeah, I'll add 2. Why did I do that?
I don't know.
That's
You
not the
did
one
it.
I meant.
You already did it. We're not playing hardcore.
Yeah, we don't.
Okay.
Next round?
I meant to do this one, Stitches by David Small. I'm just discarding. I want nothing to do with it. Just call it. So far in the 7 slots, we have 3. Bad Doctor, Mom's Cancer, Kid Gloves. And that could change at any moment. That's how slippery it is. I will draw also. I still think I'm Marbles by Ellen Forney. Cool. I will add The Now of Brown by Glenn Dillon. 5 of the 7 canonical slots. Close. Oh no! We now have kid gloves twice in the canon.
Very important. Very important.
Super important. One translation versus another.
Bad doctor.
The Bad Doctor has been added to your personal canon. Marvels has been added to your personal canon. I'll double up on kid gloves too. I agree that this first print is radically different from subsequent prints. This is nerd humor in the extreme. Oh no, what did you lay it on top of? Bad Doctors. Double marbles to take over the Bad Doctor.
Marvel. Go in my can.
Alright.
They're so rude.
Now remember, you can take things off the discard pile too. If you want. Draw. Stitches by David Small has been placed in the canon, and we only have one canonical slot left. Stitches in the personal canon. Stitches in the personal
I feel
canon.
like this is more about winning than any personal feelings.
Yeah, no,
Stitches
I'm like,
picked
I
up from
want
the
to
discard
win.
pile.
I'm like, how many points do I need?
And the central canon is now filled, Lighter Than My Shadow by Katie Green.
You kind of feel like I'm playing illustration instead of
A little bit.
That's one way to play it. Yeah.
in this I feel like I'm playing illustration.
What did you put? Oh, you put down Lighter Than My Shadow. All right, I'll put Stitches down. And Stitches is gone. It's now 2 Lighter Than My Shadow. Okay.
That's fine.
Marbles goes double marbles. Marbles Deluxe Edition.
It's got commentary.
I'm gonna bring the Bad Doctor back on one of those Lighter Than My Shadows.
I'm running out of cards, so.
We call that the Lewis maneuver.
Ready?
Nope.
Yeah.
So if I double up,
More cards.
I'm currently losing.
You just keep screwing with the rest of us.
It's for the best.
Does anyone have Lighter Than My Shadow? Yeah, you do have Lighter Than My Shadow. Not anymore. Now Brown takes over Lighter Than My Shadow. Double now of Browns. Just jump out of nowhere.
You have against Ian Spock. Why do you just keep playing over Ian Spock?
I mean, if I'm disrupting the canon, who better to disrupt?
Oh.
I'm quite happy as well.
3 now of Browns. So I'm just taking a step back from the game for a moment. If we were to like think about what this actually meant, it means like now Brown has this like incredible political machine behind it, such that it's overriding all other books. Okay, that's all.
Well,
That's all I
Is
wanted
there
to say.
an print too, though? So it's like,
no.
oh, okay. I thought it was one of those ones that's hard to get.
Unless something has changed.
I'd probably think there's something else.
Brian, wherever you are, I'm sorry. So we have a canon right now made up of all Now Brown kid gloves and Now Brown. Now Brown and kid gloves are the official canon of graphic medicine. That's it.
No. And MK.
All right, MK or MC?
MK.
Okay, just
Just MK now. We changed it.
Hasn't been out there yet.
Cancer Vixen enters play, and now a Brown's getting weak. Getting weak. You are replacing your own personal canon rapidly.
It's a
Your entire hand is in your personal.
I don't care.
Yeah.
What's the problem with it? I can
None?
play however I want to.
There do seem to be very few rules.
Points are made up and nothing matters.
Well, I'll get 1,000 points. I'm going to take Stitches out of my personal canon. Haha. You didn't see that. And now Stitches is in the central canon. Great.
Card.
Great.
Who could have seen this?
You guys have never played board games with Matt before, have you?
Matthew's a disruptor.
Yeah. You should play Ticket to Ride with him. You should not play Ticket to Ride with him. Oh, God, you're the worst.
Over to you, though.
Edgar.
I'm missing the reference here, I think.
Doesn't turn any. Hello, everyone.
Hello, world. We've been live for 21 minutes and 37 seconds.
I have no idea if anyone's watching. Doesn't matter.
They can
Bad
watch it.
Doctor is back in play. Yay!
They can watch it.
Okay, I'm putting Stitches back in there. I can do that.
You can take things out of the cannon pile too, right?
Yeah. You can take Stitches back also.
Uh,
If that's fun for you.
Hi, please. I have 2 cards in my hand.
it's because they're all
They're out here. Maybe if someone stops screwing with the kid, everyone has to cheer out.
So, I can't open this one. I don't want my politics to ruin your live stream.
How about after we finish this round, we'll turn off the live stream and then people can speak freely about all the woes of the world. I did. I put Stitches in it. Doubled it up in the cannon. Haha.
It just seems unnecessary.
The cannon seems unnecessary. What's the... Mhm.
Oh, Marbles is back.
Marvelous is that we have found the money. Black Hole by Charles Burns makes an appearance. I'm trying to think if we've seen the places.
I don't think so, yeah.
Personal, oh, we found another black hole.
Give me 2 seconds. This is what happened. That's why I don't know.
Over to you. Oh, you did? Okay, so it's over to me. Okay, I clicked the card.
I don't know why kid gloves going on.
Ah, replaces one of the kid gloves with black holes. And this is our intermission. You may get up, you may get popcorn. Stretch. So did you.
Yeah,
It rolled away.
Oh, I see.
Oh. She says to draw.
Draw. Okay.
Drawing done.
Intermission's over. Right. I'm going to do something. I'm going to take one of these black holes.
Ah.
Aha!
And now kid gloves has returned with an edges.
That's right. As it should. It's terrific.
It's your turn again.
I took
Everything?
black hole. I took one of the black holes.
We're back to where we were.
Oh, okay.
Except you have one more. What happened?
Now, ideally, in a future version, you would have the actual covers on these
Yeah.
cards were permission granted by everybody.
It says the live broadcast has expired.
Oh no!
Here.
Oh no!
But it.
Yeah,
Are
but
the
we don't have
numbers
the-
still going up?
Well, we're still saying here.
It still says live there, but I can't.
Oh, interesting. Well, we did enough with that. I'm not going to work to correct that. Whose turn?
I did back over. Because it was conveniently my turn,
Yeah.
but I came back.
I look terrible.
No, it's still showing as live now.
Oh, it is still going. It's just mine.
Ah, you broke it.
It's just my phone. So Sarah, you.
Okay, my
Just
turn.
take turn. Yeah, Matt distracted you because he decided to say things were broken when they weren't.
Okay, I'm discarding Swallow Me Whole again. Love me some Nick Pop. We all know what just happened. Matt just played Swallow Me Whole.
Yeah.
What'd you play it on top of?
Stitches. I made sure it was when it was in
Yep.
Sorry, I'm going through to see what I actually have in Canada now.
Oh, you're
Because
actually
someone
playing with strategy, got it.
is dark.
Someone just has strategy.
No, you don't. You're just dark.
Yeah, but what about the first two?
You just got freaking quick.
So what did you mess up? You messed up my stitches? Fine, I'll take stitches. Fine. Fine.
Good to know he doesn't immediately have stitches in his hand because he wouldn't play it.
Or he could have picked Swallow the Whole back up and removed stitches
This is true.
just to annoy me.
That's also something you would do. Because it can never play any board games.
So I have 4 pieces of my personal canon. You have 1, you have 6, you have 5. So it's interesting. We're not building our own cannons very quickly.
So, if I have 2 of something, I don't want it to be entered twice, but,
You don't want it to be entered.
so like, I have a spot, I have 2 spots left, so I could play marbles the second time, but wasn't there something about like laying them down together?
You can you
can replace
you can
them.
play it twice,
Replace.
or you can overlay.
Okay. You only get like points for what's on top.
Yeah, I don't get points for any of the things I've now covered up like 7 turns ago.
Okay.
Right.
Which is probably disappointing.
So if you want points for both marbles, both have to be shown. I don't know what Matthew's going to do to me, so I'm taking it. Yeah.
This game.
When have I ever done?
Do you really want me to answer that?
Lighter than my shadow
One of
covered
the
up
many kid
one
clubs.
That's fine.
of the kid clubs.
That's fine.
It was like 40% kid
So here's a question. If you were playing the New Testament version, would you say that the 4 Gospels are 4 different Gospels or are 4 copies of the same Gospel?
I have no thoughts on any of the
Okay,
Gospels.
fine.
Depends.
Okay, not on video. Got it.
already got in our live stream for our wedding. No God in my wedding. So.
You said that out loud?
Yes, it was already streaming.
We didn't know it was streaming.
Nice.
We were discussing with the Justice how we wanted it done.
Nice.
In my defense, I did not know. And then my entire family moved. And his entire family.
Okay, I'll play later than my shirt.
Yeah, one of them out live stream, you can tell us everything. That's like the most awkward.
Well, you just take them your way.
You know what? I'm gonna play Matthews.
Matthew, what did you cover up?
I covered up slow and full
With
another-
more kid gloves. Got it. Understood. Okay. Yeah, what? Okay. You're holding a beer in your spouse.
I'm fine with that.
Probably not the most exciting thing to watch.
Probably not. But I still said people would get to see it. And what am I going to do? I'm going to double up later than my shadow in my own personal thing. Jerk.
Oh, I knew that was going to come eventually.
He replaced Lighter Than My Shadow with Mom's Cancer. Mom's Cancer is excellent, but he was just messing up my stuff again. One more Kid Gloves goes on the board.
Wasn't just messing up. That's the only thing in my canon right
That's a
now.
good point. You have a very limited canon.
That's your own fault because all of yours are.
I'm going to complete my canon with Mom's Cancer. That would be an interesting way to play, but the game stops when the first personal canon is. That would speed things up.
No way.
We're about more than halfway through.
Anyone else is here like laughter?
I'm 90% sure it's from us because I have us streaming. So if we quit
Ah,
again,
we just heard our own
yeah,
laughter.
that's weird.
That's creepy.
They don't have any more,
Yeah, we're here.
gloves to throw around.
Just play more Mom's Cancer. It's fine.
Don't do that because then that will have more points.
They'll have all 2 points.
Oh, the 2 points. I think it's okay. I mean, Kid Gloves is worth 3 points right now.
That's true. Now, can you imagine this played digitally? Like,
Oh, I can do that.
in a virtual...
You can do that one pretty easy, actually.
Yeah. More taking turns returns. Turns.
Well, it's interesting to play more about half the players.
Yeah, right? You know the people involved.
Oh, that's in your personal canon? Okay.
You just added Black Bull to your personal thing.
No,
Nope.
she added Death of Captain Marvel.
Oh, that's the last card I think we didn't see yet. Death of Captain Marvel. Yes.
Marvels was more important than your army of Israel.
Well, if we're getting close to the end, think about
Points. I'm discarding stitches. Snitches get stitches. Not in the case of that. Another death of Captain Marvel, this time to the central canon. A superhero has made the central canon. This is quite controversial.
Oh wait, let me sit my foot.
Yes. When does this come to a stop? When that's
And that's it. But we could always come up with a different rule, like in Monopoly. The official end to the game is when the deck is in. But we can change it. Go for it. Stitches takes over.
Okay.
Obviously, the fucking thing.
Oh yeah, no, I obviously don't. That's why whenever I feel bad, I look at pictures of Simon on you.
I'm going to be radical and replace Marvels with a second death of Captain Marvel. How do you like that? 2 superheroes in the central canon. Ha-ha. 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 I think you're playing 4. Because, no, simply because you've only put down 1 card for your personal canon.
I don't know what we did now.
That's what gave it away. That in fact.
Oh, is that suspicious?
That is suspicious. I'm gonna replace my own. There we go.
Marbles or black hole?
What do you want to do? I'm gonna take back a letter in this round. I'm revising my personal canon. Another black hole to take off Kid Gloves. Kid Gloves is now down to 1. After it was dominating with 3, 4? I don't know.
4 at 1 point.
Yeah. Black Hole takes over one of the Captain Marvels. So Black Hole just became dominant somehow. No, I'm not going to have that scan. We're going to put one of the letters in my shadows.
Not Sam Garden fan?
I think I've actually read black holes, so like, it's very much.
Black Hole is back in. Okay, so to what degree do you feel you have to know what these cards are in order to play? At some point, they're just like random signs, right?
It depends on how you play.
Okay.
Like, if you're actually playing because you care about the canon, or if you're playing because you're trying to collect things and match things and get points, or be a disruptor, then it doesn't matter. It's what you're playing.
Fair enough.
Like, you know what?
Same.
But I don't think I'm necessarily missing anything because there are a couple in here that I'm not really familiar with. Mostly because I've just been playing. Go back and forth between trying to get points and
You're not sure if you want to win more Black Hole.
yeah, I go back and forth between, trying to get points and trying to do this disruptive influence.
I took one of the Black Holes. One of the Black Holes is back. More Death of Captain Marvel. Nice to see.
We have Black Hole, Death of Captain Marvel, and Kid Gloves.
One Kid Gloves now.
That's really funny. That is a very odd representation of graphic medicine right there.
What's interesting is that that book is the outlier in this section.
Which one? The
Kid Gloves. It's the newest one. Most of the other ones have been around a few years.
Yes, I think you're right.
Or in Death of Captain Marvel decades now.
Yeah. How far does it Marvel stuff?
What year is Marvel's? Marvel's is 2012.
Okay. Yeah, that
It's
is-
newer than
Yeah, thanks. Putting in Black Hole into my personal canon.
Probably no idea. Just throwing that out there.
Just out of necessity right now. You've got two in there.
Yeah. This is not doing what it used to be. All the things. Hello, everyone at home. Yeah. Well, that's what got me thinking of the digital. Is Kid Gloves gone now? It's gone. Death of Captain Marvel is going strong.
Can you take things off the central cannon?
Yes? What?
Thanks.
Yoink.
Sorry. I'm just playing with you. This is fun game six along with us.
Bad Doctor goes in for one of the black holes. Mom's Cancer takes over taking turns. Matthew takes one of the Death of Captain Marvels.
Sorry.
Taking turns goes back on top of Mom's Cancer. Mom's Cancer goes back on top of taking turns. There's a fight between Ryan and MK.
Okay. Sorry, MK, I don't have another one of your cards, or I was just continuing this trend. Okay, fine.
Fight for your honor. What? Was that an Avatar reference?
Yes.
Okay,
You
fine.
know how many times have you rewatched it since it came on Netflix?
No.
It's bad.
I'm watching Atlanta right now. I'm in a whole different headspace.
Oh, no. Of course.
Aww. Okay, I'm going to take this opportunity in our audience of 0,
Hello, audience of Zero.
or whomever, hello, if anyone's there, mention I have a Patreon campaign going on right now. Or I have one Patreon.
No, you
Another
have
for
3
you.
people.
Oh, hello, 3 viewers.
Well, but at least one of them is.
Yeah, one of them's me,
Yeah.
but
Okay,
then
so I'm
it's-
talking to you. I have a Patreon campaign going on right now for Volume 2 of Kismet Man of Fate. If you would like to support it, please log in to patreon.com/Kismet2. As you can see here. I'll edit this in later.
I have it on good authority that there's a graphic medicine twist.
There is a graphic medicine twist in the plot. Yes, very much so. Very intense.
What did you do? Did you replace Mom's Cancer with Death of Captain Marvel?
yes, I did. And then she
I'm
Sarah
doing,
played it
I'm
down.
doing the same thing. No, not the Kid Gloves. Yeah. Oh. No, I didn't want to do that. I was too busy joking to do the right thing. Yay!
One of those. What did you replace?
One of the
Okay.
black ones.
Okay.
I'm discarding Cancer Vixen. I need a play-by-play on that, so I don't want to do it.
You've been watching baseball with me.
No. No.
5 minutes. 5 minutes in the group.
Sam, would you snap a few shots before we hit the end?
Apparently it's supposed to be
Where? What?
Here. So I have like 6 minutes.
that's something. It was in
Yeah, all
Right,
right.
I have 6 minutes. I already went.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No more black.
Black hole is gone,
Cancer Vixen's in. Black hole.
and it's like some table and us laughing. Wow, look at how great this is. What a great game. I'm going to take. Oh no, Leonard in the Shadows back again. How did that
Now I'm trying to build this cannon to match what I have to
happen?
do.
Oh, see that.
I just go back and forth on what I'm trying to do.
Okay, marbles is gone, so I'm going to take marbles out of my game. Back.
Yeah, it is.
You know what's
No, I don't. Do you want me to look to see what's in your hand? Like,
No.
you can.
What is
Lots of things.
What is it? Became varied all of a sudden.
We just kept
I
playing
looked
on
away
it.
for a second and like now we have like an almost balanced-ish canon thing going. I don't know when that happened. Hey, super. Thank you.
It's there.
Okay,
Not my
Dead
copy.
Captain Marvel, I don't have it. Taking turns, I don't have it. Kid gloves, oh god. Lighter than my shadow, black.
That's not now, too.
It's kind of too.
And bad doctors there. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to pick up one of my black holes. Is that anything I can do with it? Ooh. Pick up the face. Yeah.
I don't think there are many times.
You just did
I'm gonna
exactly what you did.
Take it from the discard pile. Now
Those are those are all
brown.
buried down there somewhere.
Where
So.
did that come from? Yeah, brown.
I feel like YouTube lost who didn't say
I'm gonna cover up. Lighter than my shadow. I'm gonna Cancer Vixen. Where are the kid gloves?
they're gone.
They really are.
They're all buried in them.
Someone did shuffle.
Like the early church fathers really liked it, and then there was a Reformation, and it's gone. Thank you.
I was just thinking about how that would actually happen given the context of kid gloves.
There's 3 cards left. I'm gonna pick up kid gloves. We are in endgame. You get 1 more turn after the deck is depleted.
It's still.
I'm just gonna turn that off.
Bad doctor just got knocked out by another narrow person. Hey. Lighted in the shadow.
Yeah, I want that doctor there.
No. That's okay. I have cancer victims. So what? Yeah. Well, just to mess with me. Ah.
I don't like this.
Okay, everyone gets one last turn. Okay. That's my final move. That's fine. That's fine.
Discard? Because I
Sure.
don't want to put any. I'm not touching this.
Yep.
I honestly kept forgetting this exists.
Okay. The gameplay is complete. Let me remind you how we score. Multiply each card in one's personal canon by each matching card in the central canon, and then subtract 1 point for each individual card in one's own canon that does not have an equivalent. So Matt, you're at 0.
Matt, you get 0.
I forgot that you could go negative, so
You could. I have 1 mom's cancer, and there's only 1 out there, so that's 1 point. I have a bad doctor. There's no bad doctor out there. That's -1. I have a black hole. There's no black hole. That's -1. I got kid gloves. There's no kid gloves anymore. That's -1. And I got cancer vixen. There's 2 cancer vixens. So that's 2. I have also scored 0 after all that.
mission accomplished.
How are the 2 of you doing?
So
Go one at a time.
I've got there's 2 taking turns. So 2, 1. There's no bad doctor.
-1 for bad doctor.
So 1. There's 1
One tap.
death of Captain Marvel.
Back up to 2.
No marbles.
Go back to 1.
2 cannons of Vixen.
So
You're up to
3.
3.
And then I'm back down to
You're in the lead with 1. Can Gabby score more than 1?
I got 2 death of Captain Marvels.
And that is there, so that's 2 points.
I've got 2 Cancer Vixens.
That's 4 points.
So 6.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, you're at 6. You're at 6.
Yeah.
That's what you-
There's 2 MKs, so 8, 10, 9.
We have our first winner.
That's in my own personal canon, but I like
The
being
so the central canon was 2 editions of Cancer Vixen, 2 editions of Taking Turns, 1 edition of Mom's Cancer, 1 edition of Stitches, and 1 edition of Captain Marvel. Gabby, because you won, do we keep the canon or do we throw it out?
I'm not commenting on this. I'm not commenting.
Thank you all for watching us play this almost, hour-long game. Thank you and good night. Hitman.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
No problem.